Hi, welcome back. In this last video of our unit of proportions, we're going to be talking about similarity transformations. Hopefully after today, this brings all of the videos together and it sort of encompasses the overall idea of what we've been talking about. So a transformation is really just any change that we put an object through or a polygon, right? We can rotate a polygon, we can reflect it, we can make it bigger, smaller, we can do all kinds of things to a polygon. And since we're talking about ratios and proportions, we're going to talk about enlarging or reducing a size by a scale factor. So let's talk about this a little bit more. Here we have two examples, right? If we have an object, say a triangle FGH, and we want to enlarge it or make it bigger, then the scale factor of FGH has to be greater than 1. We need to multiply all of these three sides by a factor greater than 1 in order to increase its size. Okay? So an enlargement is known as an increase in size, and a reduction is known as something that decreases in size. You can be given an object and the scale factor to see what the new object is, or you could be given both objects and compare what is it that happened. What was the scale factor in order to get here? So wherever it is that you're going, that's going to be the new object, and wherever it's coming from, it's going to be the old object or the original object. As a quick review from one of our videos, I believe it was 7.2 where we spoke about scale factor. If you want more refresher of how to find the scale factor, we talk about that in video 7.2, so go ahead and check that out. The formula that we discussed about scale factor was we're going to divide the new image over the old image. That's how you find scale factor. Now this could be also known as the image over the pre-image or the new image over the original. There's a lot of ways of saying that. Okay, so let's say that we're given this information. Let's say that we have here in this triangle on top, we have this information as 10 and 5. If we wanted to find the scale factor, we would look at the new image. If it's going from the blue one to the green one, the new one would be the green one, and the old one would be the blue one. So we would do the ratio of 10 over 5, which comes down to 2 as our scale factor. What does this mean? It means that the image, the original image, was enlarged by a factor of 2. All of the sides of the triangle are going to be doubled or increasing by the factor of 2. And that's how you get your new image. If you look at the bottom one, we can also go the other direction. We can go from 10 down to 5. Right? If we start with polygon ABCD and we're going in this direction, right? We can reduce the image because now the new image is 5 and the old image where it started was 10. So notice how here the scale factor comes down to 1/2. So the original trapezoid or quadrilateral was shrunk or reduced by half its size. Okay, so if the scale factor is bigger than 1, it's going to enlarge, and if the scale factor is smaller than 1, it's going to shrink or reduce in size. And this is basically it. Here we have an example or two that talks about how to find the scale factor. There's two scenarios. We want to figure out the scale factor from A to B. So A is going to be where you start, and B is where you're going to end. So the way to think about this, you're going from A to B. This is the original one. And this is the new one. So whenever you're finding your ratios, right, we do new over original or new over old. And we're going in that direction. So if we look at here, we're going from A to B, so from blue to green. I can already see this is going to be a reduction because it's getting smaller in size. All we do is we count the number of squares that we have. For the green one, we have 1, 2, 3 squares. And the blue one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. So the new image has 3 units. The old image has 6 units. That reduces down to 1/2. The scale factor is 1/2. And as we said earlier, if the scale factor is less than 1, it's going to reduce in size. This is a reduction. I can't really count the squares or the units diagonally, so I only look at the horizontal units, or in this scenario, the vertical units to compare them. If you look at the bottom example, we're going from old to new, from A to B. The picture is enlarging, right, from A to B. So the new image is where it's going. The new image has 4 units here, if you count. And the old one has 3 units. So you're going, the new image is 4, the old image is 3. Here the scale factor is 4/3, or approximately 1.333 repeating. Notice how that 1.333 is bigger than 1. That's why our image is enlarging. It's increasing in size. All right, guys, I hope this has cleared up a few things for you and just served as a quick review. Please let me know if you have any questions over any of these videos on Chapter 7. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll calculate later.